Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Key. Everybody's been asking me where the hell have I been. They're asking me on TikTok. They yet to hit up my IG though. Something going on with IG. Y'all not really following me. I need to click that follow. Anyway, I've been in New York. Or whatever, you know. Just a little rundown. Yes, I was doing my little nightlife boss thing, running venues, running bars, whatever. Took a break, got burnt out, you know, slightly getting back in the game, but looking for a career change, you know. Some things were in the works. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about New York. Like, if you're trying to pull up and you want to know how much it costs, whatever, let's break it down. I flew Southwest for the first time. I'm an American Airlines kind of girl, and I have flown United before, and they were really nice, but I've heard some things on the internet about United. A lot of like flights being delayed and canceled and not being fed and all this stuff, but that's another topic for another day. But I flew Southwest because they were having a deal. My best friend hit me up and she was like, yo, there's a deal going on, $90, like $60 flights or whatever. And she was like, we can go. I think she chose a few places, and I was like, let's go to New York, like straight up. Like, let's go. While I had the funds, let's freaking go. Y'all know my bestie, C. We had a channel, C and Key, haven't posted in a while. Maybe we'll post something later on in the future, who knows. But for now, y'all can subscribe here at kikifwm. Southwest has no assigned seats. We set up our flight to connect. Her flight and my flight would connect in the same city, and then we fly to New York together. So it worked out literally perfect. I'm walking, minding my own business, and then she's calling my name, and I'm like, oh. And she was supposed to meet me at a Starbucks. Like, that's where we link up most of the time, but she was just out and about near one of the gates on a bench. So we met up, and then we didn't sit with each other on the next flight because she upgraded her seat. Couldn't save one for me because they don't have assigned seats on Southwest, which is different. They have groups and you can upgrade to like the first call for the first group, but other than that, if there's seats open in front, like anybody can sit up there. There's no classes, which I kind of like because it attracts people that don't really care. They're not really trying to separate themselves from the commoners or whatever you want to call it. So that was kind of cool. I felt like I had enough room. I caught like some Z's or whatever on the first flight, whatever. The flight itself in total, I only paid like $90. And then on my way back, I upgraded my seat for $50. So it really wasn't bad. We stayed at the Moxie, Lower East Side. Super cute, such a vibe. There's a bunch of nightlife venues in the actual hotel, owned by Tao Group Hospitality. Tao, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Let me bartender, whatever. Anyways, they have Highlight Room, Lucy's Nightclub, Saki no Hana, which is a Japanese restaurant, and they also had the Fix Cafe and Bar, and then they had a piano lounge called Silver Lining. So they had like live music and stuff like that. So that was cool. We actually ended up not going to any of those, which was crazy. We didn't. We just went with the flow on the first day. C and Key back at it again. What? C and Key take New York. We had a reservation as soon as we landed, basically, to go to lunch at an Italian restaurant, but we extended the time to later. I think we pulled up at like 5 p.m. It was called L'Artusi. L'Artusi. I think that's what it was called, and it was cute. After that, we ended up walking around, and we came across this pier. I think we were in Greenwich Village, and ended up taking pictures by the pier. We tried to look for this wine bar, couldn't find it. Ended up going back to the hotel. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's go to the street. So we tried to find a fucking rooftop.
She gave us the wrong directions.
And it was bullshit. It actually ended up being a creepy that dog tired as hell. Love the fucking, let me stop. Cut this out of the video. It's a freaking blur. Like, the only way I can actually like figure out where we were at and what we were doing is through the photos that we took. So then we ended up just walking around. We ended up on Canal Street, ghetto. There was a lot of, that's where like they have like the knockoff stuff. That was cool, but it was very ratchet. Went to Little Italy, came across this place called Sophia's. Get drinks there. I noticed the place was like kind of empty and people weren't really eating there, but the drinks were amazing and our bartender was great and the hostess was extremely beautiful and super nice, and it was really good service. We got the sparkling margarita. I got an Aperol spritz at first. Should have just went with the sparkling margarita. It actually came in a champagne flute. Delicious, so good. Went across the street to this Christmas store. It has nothing but Christmas stuff in it. Super cool. We were walking to Sophia's and we ended up getting stopped by this guy, and he was like, "Where y'all from?" And we were like, "We're from the Carolinas." And he was like, "Oh, come see me. I'm at this restaurant over here." And he was like, "Oh, I think I caught a speeding ticket in the Carolinas one time." Why did this guy actually, we didn't go to the restaurant that day. We went back the next day looking for the guy. He's actually Tony the Nose. You can find him on TikTok. He's a singing waiter and he's super funny, super awesome, and yeah, that was at Casabella's restaurant. So we ended up eating there the next day.
One thing about Sierra is she always grabs the drink menu first, and then she decides what. If we get a chance to move, is happy. You never get a chance to move because she gets it
One
first.
thing that
Every
they do
time.
back home is stress me out.
Good evening, guys. Day one in New York was a success. A motherfucking success. Were you about to do that Lion King shit, bitch? Y'all. So look, basically.
We on the speedway, bitch.
Basically, oh my god! I'm trying to vlog.
We took the toll road.
We took the E-way, bitch. All American. So basically what we did on day one was we first had lunch reservations at La Torre, what's it called? La Torre. Which is like a Kardashian fave. Oh my god, Sarah.
Oh my
what
god.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Bro.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I smashed one of my toes into something. It's not funny. That shit hurt.
Okay, so
So anyways, you're just gonna pretend like my birthday.
alright, so we went to La Torre. What's it called? La Torre. And then we walked around trying to find Little Italy, and we came across. We came across Pier 57 and then Pier 40, and there was no rooftop winery like they said there was.
She took us to a parking lot.
And then ended up walking all the way to Manhattan, Little Italy. So from Greenwich Village to Little Italy in Manhattan. And we got some drinks at the bar. I got an Aperol spritzer. She got sparkling margarita. And then we went inside this Christmas store. She took some photos. And then after that, we ended up going to Pergola for hookah and some more food. And basically, honestly, Pergola was such a vibe. They actually ended up closing the curtains and like turning the music up, and it was so much fun. They were playing R&B. And like our server the entire time like did not check on us the entire time, like just to get the food order, and that was it. And it's like, do you want me to sit here all day or do you want to flip these tables, you know? Other than that, like the service was like really bad on the server's end. Everything else is great. The food is great. The food runners were great. The hookah runners were super great. But like other than that, it was really bad. So I would just recommend.
It was really good.
The host stand had to close our tab. Like it was ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do that. We seen Joe Budden.
We seen Joe motherfucking Budden.
Joe Budden was at
the Joe
Pergola.
Budden podcast.
Right, he was at Pergola, like just living it up. So that was cool. Other than that, we're gonna go to bed and we're gonna have a good fucking night.
And yeah, so.
Girl.
Ooh, they have Fiji waters for us. They know motherfuckers are getting drunk.
$20.
Is it? I know motherfuckers be getting drunk if they have a fucking Fiji water in this bitch. Tomorrow we're gonna do multiple outfit changes. This is ridiculous. To wear the same fucking dress all day is ridiculous.
Don't see her.
We're not doing that tomorrow. Anyways, I'll check in with day 2. Bye, guys.
Reservation for brunch, and we went to breakfast at Tiffany's at the Blue Box Cafe. Super fucking good. I had scrambled eggs with caviar and like a bunch of pastries and some cold pressed juice and a glass of wine. So awesome. Go on my TikTok if you want to see what the Blue Box Cafe at Tiffany's was like. It's near 5th Avenue, and right around the corner was Central Park, so we went to Central Park. And that was cool. I seen some crazy stuff, like a random cat on a motorcycle wearing sunglasses and a chain. I kid you not. That was crazy. We ended up going to Chinatown the next day as well. We were there for 4 days. Went to Chinatown, got some boba tea. Yeah. If y'all get your Metro card for the week, it's like $30 for 7-day pass. Get that. I think the second day is when we really explored Chinatown and Little Italy, and then we tried to go to the ferry. Once we conquered the subway, we went to Brooklyn and seen the Brooklyn Bridge because I was going to go to this coffee shop that was recommended by Sarah Funk. We mostly followed her itinerary and then added other stuff that we wanted to do. I've been following Sarah Funk for years, like literally since I was a kid. I've been following her. So I already knew my 3-day itinerary, honestly. Google Maps is your friend trying to figure out which subway to go. It's going to tell you which station to go, how long the wait's going to be, like all that. And then you get on the train and then you'll know, you'll be able to follow yourself. Like see yourself on the map going to the next stop. We messed up a few times where we went the opposite way. It's cool. Walking directions sometimes can be like the opposite on Apple Maps. That sucked. Ended up doing that, like messing up a few times. But then we got the hang of it. So went to Brooklyn, and when we got to Brooklyn, we were trying to go to Arabica Cafe. Or is it Arabica? I'm not sure how you say it, but it's named after the coffee bean. I should know this because I'm a barista. We went to Heaven's Bagels in the morning, and we got coffee. We got boba tea from Chinatown, so we just had enough caffeine. Went to the wrong Rustin Daughters for bagels. I wanted a actual bagel, got the wrong one. I went to the wrong location, and it was not pleasant. It was very weird. The bartenders just kind of like sat back and watched us the whole time. It was very uncomfortable. Yeah, don't go to that one. Go to the one on Houston Street. Once we conquered the subway and went to Brooklyn, there we were waiting for the ferry because we're gonna go to Governor's Island. And actually the wait was so long, we didn't go. We just went right back uptown. But there was a bar called High Tide. Check them the fuck out. There's this drink that looks like a pink drink from Starbucks. Delicious. Had an Aperol Spritz. Regretted it because I should have just had what my friend had. She picks good drinks. She just knows. I don't know. So it was amazing. Service was amazing. It kept us nice and cool while we waited for the ferry. I really enjoyed it. The bar itself looked like some type of private yacht club, but it really wasn't. Day 2, we went to the Yankees game at like 7 p.m. I got my Yankees cap on that I thrifted. Also, most of my outfits were thrifted. So I'm gonna do a haul about everything that I thrifted. You have gotta see it. Like, I got some really cool clothes, like some banger. Had a cute ass outfit on. Almost took the wrong stop to get to the game, and these guys were like, I'm trying to like get out. People weren't like letting me get out. They're like, nah, you coming with us. You coming with us. It's the next stop. We all going to the game. And I was like, yo, thanks for looking out. Like, but what if that was actually my stop and y'all weren't gonna let me off? Just saying. But it was cool. The Yankee Stadium was pretty big. I didn't get a Nathan's hot dog. I got like the sombrero, whatever it's called. It was alright. The Italian sausage was cool too. It had like sauerkraut on it and like mustard and ketchup. It was cool. Drinks were good. Got a seltzer too. After the Yankees game, we took the train to near Times Square, and we wanted to go to Joe's Pizza. That's where my best friend wanted to go. And so we ended up going like the wrong way at first, and then she seen this guy on the pedal bike or whatever and was like, let's get a ride with him. And I'm like, okay. So we ended up going. It was actually an amazing ride. We got an amazing view of Times Square. The guy was really nice. His name is Ryan. I'll drop his IG if you want to do a ride with him. It's so much fun. Like, he actually like was spinning us around in oncoming traffic. It was like a thrill. It was actually an adrenaline rush. It was really cool. He took us to Joe's Pizza. We waited in line for like an hour. Oh no, like 45 minutes. The line was all the way down the street. Pizza was not worth it. It was so mid, because it was just sitting out and they just took it, reheated it, and crisped it up in the oven. Like, it was not good. I'm probably gonna try Bleecker Street, and next time I'm probably gonna try Bleecker Street Pizza, because that's what Sarah told us to do, and I didn't listen to Sarah. But yeah, my friend threw that in the itinerary. Blame her. I went to the wrong bus and daughter, so we both took an L on this trip. After Times Square, we went home. We were gonna get ready for highlight room. We're beat, and I was like, she had some blisters from walking around in flats, and so after that, she started wearing like sneakers around and stuff. But she ended up. My best friend was like, let's just go to bed. And I was so happy, I'm not gonna lie. I literally was like, she fell asleep while waiting, and I like cut the lights off, and then she was like, why'd you cut the lights off? And I was like, fuck, I was trying to go to bed. Like, she actually said, let's just go to bed. And we didn't go. We didn't go out to the clubs. We should have, but we didn't.
Tonight is canceled. Oh, you're out of Band-Aids. We are SOL until tomorrow. Yeah, we need to get a good rest, honestly. We had an early day too. We got a lot of shit done. We did a lot of walking.
We've done a lot of shit for only
We've done
2 days.
so much. But now like, we have it like tomorrow's, I already know it's gonna go down. And it's gonna be smooth. And it's gonna be fun. So I'm ready. The game was great. Like, everything was good today. So yeah, a lot of really good activities. That was cool. But
Okay, so tomorrow, first things first. Maybe we'll call and see if like they have like a. I doubt it.
they have a first aid kit. They have to.
Yeah.
We'll call on that little rotary phone. Like, do you have a first aid kit?
I'm gonna still put some weight on at least.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna put weight on and cover it with some socks. I can't sleep with socks.
You can't sleep with socks. I'm sorry. You need some gauze or something. So we checked off so much off our list. Bitch, we did Central Park. We did Joe's Pizza. We did Times Square. We didn't get photos yet though.
We did Rockefeller.
We
this
did
morning.
Rockefeller, Top of the Rock. We did
Grand Central Station.
Grand Central fucking Station.
And
Oh,
we conquered
man.
the subway.
And we did a Yankees game.
Yeah.
And we made that subway our bitch. Our bitch. Only time it fucking made us its bitch was when it was delayed for 13 minutes. And we couldn't even risk that 13 minutes. He said, no, we gotta get to the goddamn hotel. The fuck?
This one is hurting. This one's
Don't-
bad.
Don't touch it.
Well, I'm rubbing it with some ointment, but
You can wear my Crocs tomorrow.
I'm gonna be comfortable. I have some solid picks, so I ain't even tripping.
Okay.
I ain't even tripping. If we go out tomorrow night, CVS, fine. Brooklyn Bridge, Little Italy, Little China. While we're in China, Bubble Tea. CVS, Bagel, Brooklyn Bridge, Chinatown, Bubble Tea, Park.
Oh, you're right. You should be comfortable. You thugged it out for long enough. Like, honestly, you really have. All right, that'll work.
If anything think if we get pics, they'll be from the back, and I'll be like,
Yeah, I love a
Yeah.
backside pic. Like,
Yeah.
alright. Sounds good.
The next day, we think that's when we went to Heaven's Bagels to get bagels and coffee, and Broadway Lion King. Oh my gosh, so emotional. I was so emotional, like watching like Mufasa die, and like the singing was amazing. It was just so good. The production was so good. Lighting, the cast, the stage, the props. It was so amazing. The staff was super helpful trying to get us in there as well. They were so helpful to like show us where to go so we can go watch the performance, and it was amazing. Not gonna lie. There's a bar up there. We got to get like snacks during intermission and get a drink. I got coffee. I needed it. I was getting tired. So yeah. That night we were like, we're going out. Ended up going to the Marquee. All right, this is where things get interesting. So when we went to the Marquee, we just like pulled up because we thought Highlight Room was gonna be open late, and they weren't. They closed earlier. Marquee is open till 4, and it was like literally 1 a.m. at this point. So went to Marquee. We were outside. Went up to the guy, and he was like, "Y'all here with the promoter?" And we were like, "No." And so he was like, "Talk to this guy over here." We go up to the promoter, and he's like, ladies, let me see your IDs. Y'all trying to get in?" And we were like, "Yeah." So he's like, "All right." And there's this big door guy, like in a suit and tie with a clipboard, and talks to him and say, "Hey, I need 2. Put down 2." And we're like, "I guess this is for us." And he's like, "All right, y'all are good to go." And we're like, "Okay." So we walk in. The door girl's there, and we're like, "Do we need to like pay or anything?" Like, she's like, "No, y'all good." And we just walk in. Go to the bar. Guy stops us. He's like, "Hey, here's some drink tickets. Y'all can get some free drinks. Round is on us." And I'm like, "What?" So as I'm about to hand the ticket to the bartender, promoter swoops up, and he's like, nah, I got a table. Y'all coming with us." And I'm like, "Okay." So we go to the VIP. There's like a bunch of bottles. There's literally everything. There's tequila, vodka, like we had some Casamigos Reposado, and when the bottles were empty, they bought like 9 more. That was cool. Met this guy that went to FIT, and he like hopped down and was like, "Y'all are the baddest in the club, like turn up, let loose, have fun," and literally had us jumping up and down, and I like literally grabbed her hands and was like jumping up and down. I was like, this is fun. The promoter was networking with me. He was super accommodating, super nice. He said, "Next time you come, you're good, hit me up." I met some people from London. He was kind of sloppy drunk and was like in my ear, and I don't like when people be breathing in my ear. He was like all over, like talking to me. He wasn't like flirting, but he was just like, "Back up, you're doing a lot." He was cool. I met these 2 guys from Paris that bought us rounds of drinks too. So literally we had the craziest night out, meeting all these people, and literally didn't pay for nothing. Nothing. No entry, no section, no drinks, nada. Took a taxi home. We ran down the street because we tried to ditch the guys from Paris because they were being annoying. So we ran down the street and actually like startled this homeless woman, and she was like, "I'm gonna pull my knife out on y'all." And we were like, "Oh." And she didn't, but we ran off. Like, we were so scared. And then took a taxi back to our hotel, like near the hotel, and stopped by a place for food because I was hungry. I was kind of lit. And there was a place late night called Empanada Mamas. So delicious, so good. The wait for the empanadas was maybe like 25 minutes, but it was so good, so worth it. And then the next morning, we packed our stuff, got up early, and got back on the plane. It was a bittersweet goodbye, but I'll be back. So, yeah, it was amazing. All the vibes were nice. The cocktails at every place was nice, super like craft cocktails, low ambiance, like low lighting, nice ambiance. It was really cool. My fits were on point, and most of it was thrifted. Drinks are expensive. They start around $17. Like everywhere you go, it's gonna be about $17 average for drinks. The total for the hotel was $900 for 3 nights. They kept the place clean. They turned the sheets down. Every time we left, we came back to a clean room, and they kept restocking our waters too. That was really nice. They kept giving us Fiji waters and restocked it, so I really appreciated that. And fresh, clean towels. Did not have to ask for new towels at all. They kept it stocked, even if we weren't out. They gave us like more, so that was nice. Yeah, the view of the Lower East Side was very like grungy, but in like a cute way. Not like a Manhattan City view. So I do have a place in mind that I might book and go next time I go. But other than that, all the photo dumps are on my IG. I'm gonna go ahead and film my thrift haul, so y'all stay tuned for that. Subscribe, man. Let's keep this thing going. Follow me. Like, I'm gonna give y'all my day-to-day. I'm gonna tell y'all what's really going on, but you gotta stick around to see it. So stay tuned. If I think of anything else that I missed during this trip, I'll definitely like do a part 2. But other than that, I'm out. I'm thirsty. I'm tired of talking. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.